Welcome to The Curious Advantage, where we talk about how curiosity fuels success in the workplace. I'm Annie, and I've spent years helping professionals and leaders tap into curiosity to drive innovation, collaboration, and problem solving. So let's talk about it. Curiosity might be one of the most underrated skills at work. It's what helps us find better solutions, ask the right questions, and keep growing. But if curiosity is so valuable, why do so many of us struggle to use it? The truth is, there are real barriers that get in the way. And I'm not just talking about forgetting to ask more questions in meetings. Curiosity is about challenging assumptions, looking at things from new angles, and being open to ideas that might shake things up. But too often, fear, time pressure, or routine get in the way before we even realize it. So today, we're going to break down 6 common barriers to curiosity at work, and more importantly, how to get past them. All right, first up, fear. Fear of looking uninformed, fear of asking a stupid question, fear of admitting you don't know something. Research shows that a lot of employees hold back because they don't want to seem unprepared or incapable. But here's the truth. The smartest professionals are the ones who ask great questions. So how do you get past this? Flip your mindset. Instead of saying, I don't understand this, try, I want to understand this better. And if you're in a leadership position, this one's on you too. Make it safe for people to ask questions. Create a culture where curiosity is seen as a strength, not a weakness. Next, let's talk about time, or the feeling that there's never enough of it. We all know that feeling. Deadlines are tight, your inbox is overflowing, and taking a step back to be curious feels impossible. But here's the thing. Curiosity actually saves time in the long run. It helps us find better ways to work, avoid mistakes, and stay engaged. The trick is to make curiosity a habit, not a time-consuming task. Before jumping into autopilot, take a few seconds to ask yourself, is there a better way to do this? Or what's another way to look at this? Those small moments add up. Now, here's an interesting one. Experience. You'd think experience would make us more curious, right? Sometimes it does, but other times it makes us overconfident. We assume we already know the answers, so we stop looking for new ones. This is what's called the curse of knowledge, when we think our past experience is all we need. The way around this? Challenge your own thinking. Talk to people with different perspectives. Ask more why questions. And remind yourself that even the best experts never stop learning. Another big roadblock? Workplace culture. Not every company encourages curiosity. Some are so focused on efficiency and hierarchy that asking questions or suggesting new ideas feels risky. If that sounds like your workplace, don't get discouraged. Just start small. Look for ways to be curious in your own role. Can you improve a process? Approach a task in a fresh way. And if you're a leader, make it clear that curiosity isn't a distraction, it's a driver of success. Encourage it, recognize it, and most importantly, lead by example. Routine is another curiosity killer. Routines keep things running smoothly, but they also make it easy to stop questioning why we do what we do. If you've been doing something the same way for years, you might not even think about whether there's a better approach. So, shake things up. Try a new method. Experiment with a different workflow, or challenge yourself to learn one new thing each week. Staying curious is about staying engaged. And finally, let's talk about psychological safety. If people don't feel safe sharing ideas, admitting mistakes or asking questions, curiosity disappears. Google did a study on high performing teams and found that psychological safety, the feeling that you won't be embarrassed or punished for speaking up, is the number one factor in team success. Leaders, this one is huge. If you want curiosity in your workplace, people need to feel safe enough to be curious. Welcome questions, reward curiosity, and model it yourself. So, what's the takeaway here? Curiosity isn't just a nice to have, it's a competitive advantage. But if we don't remove the barriers, we can't tap into it. So, here's my challenge for you. Think about these 6 barriers and pick one that you've struggled with. Then, take one step to break through it. Small changes lead to big results. Thanks for hanging out with me on The Curious Advantage. If you found this useful, keep asking questions, stay curious, and I'll catch you next time.